In this video, I'll show you exactly how we craft ads for local service businesses in Google Ads. And if you don't know me, my name is Juan de Gracia and I'm the owner of astrapixel. We run Google Ads for local service businesses in the United States. And in Google Ads alone, we have generated returns from 10 to 30x from what the clients actually invest into the platform. Now, at the beginning, I used to think that ads and copywriting was just a waste of time in PPC, because in PPC, you are paying per click. So I don't care if a million people see my ad. If one person clicks, I only pay for one click. So I don't really care if it's catchy or anything like that. But my whole view changed when I worked with a client in Chicago and they sell a high ticket service. But just with changing the ad, they had an overall conversion rate of around 4%. And it blew up all the way to 13% because we applied techniques and new methods into the ads. They just made them work better. Their CTR increased, conversion rates increased, and their whole account just changed. Now we'll go right into the screen and I'll show you how we do these. And then we'll do an example. So this will be for a roofing company in Orlando, Florida, and we want to do an ad for roof repairs. Now, if you own a service business and you have different lines of services, you want to do specific ads for each service that you do. You can separate these services in ad groups or in campaigns. Doesn't matter. You need to have different ads for different services, also different landing pages for different services. For landing pages, check out our tutorial about landing pages, and then I'll walk you through how we do them also. So now we're in the ads, and then obviously there's a demo account and a demo service that we're doing. So this is just for explanation purposes. So now if we go here, you're going to start with your final URL. In this case, it's roofingcompany.com/roofing repairs. That's just what it is. And then the display path for this ad is going to be roof. You can even do it like this. Roof repairs Orlando. So that way we're capturing a lot of keywords in here. Now it is important to insert keywords into the ad, but you don't want to make it look like a robot. You definitely want to sell to the client, but you want to, every opportunity that you have to insert keywords, it's just going to raise your quality scores. Google's going to like it. They're going to reduce your CPCs and your performance will just improve. So you want to add keywords whenever you can, but don't add too many. Now let's go into the headline. So these are very important. The way that we do this are by pinning. So why do we pin? So pinning is going to allow your headlines to always be at a certain location. So if you do not pin and you have best roofing company in Orlando, financing available, and call us now, sometimes it shows only one headline, and that one headline can be financing available. And that doesn't really make any sense to only have that one. So that's why we pin. Pin is not advertised by Google as a good practice, but we have just seen just from testing that it works best. So we're going to be a little impacted on the ad strength and all of that stuff. But overall, the client makes way more money by doing this. So we continue to do this, and we have been doing this forever. So we pin it in a way. So we have 3 pins in 1, 3 pins in 2, so 3 pins in 3. Some businesses you're only going to show 1, other times going to show 1 and 2, and other times going to show 1, 2, and 3. So we want to make these headlines work by only having 1, 2, or 3. So when we do 1 in the first position, we want to add the offer. So I wrote these headlines offline so that I don't spend the whole time just thinking about headlines and putting them together. So this is for a roofing special. So we have a roofing repair special that is going to make it enticing for the customer to click. So in the first headline, you want to make the best offer or the best thing that you have about your business. You want to put it in there so people click and they convert after. So we have a roofing special at $149. This completely made up. But for your business, you can definitely come out with something and then have it been number 1. Now in number 2, we want to have some keywords in here, some more description. So we're going to explain who we are and why we're the best. So we are a roofing company in Orlando, but we want to use location insertions just in case they're in a nearby area. So like if Orlando has a lot of different like cities in them, like Kissimmee, Winter Park, Altamont Springs. So they can be in here as long as they are less than 30 characters. If they're going to be over 30 characters, it's going to pick Orlando. So this is never a bad choice. So you always, when you put locations in, you want to put the location insertion, in my experience. Now, on the third one, we want to put features that are enticing for the customer, are just attractive to them. So we use 5-star reviews, for example. We have financing available, and then we have same-day estimates. It is good to have them here because we're already going to have 1 and 2. Number 3 is only going to appear when these things are here. So this is going to make sense when these 2 show up, if that makes sense to you. So you can look at this here. So right now we have 2 in this example. We have the special, and then we have the roofing company. It is in a place, Leander. I don't know where that is, but it's just showing us an example of that. And then we have this. Now we go into the descriptions. You can definitely use all 4. I don't really pin them because I don't see the return on that. But we're going to put 2 in here. The way that I like to do descriptions is go into the offer and then go into more of a description. So for example, we have, let me get this one into 90 characters deal today. There you go. So we have get up to 3 minor roof repairs for $149, licensed or lender roofers faster. That's good. Claim our $149 roof repair deal today. Trust our lender pros, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. It's just keeping me nodding like, okay, good. Like these are things that I like to see as a customer, so I put them in here. These are going to vary by business. You may have way better stuff that you can offer, so definitely take advantage of that and put in your descriptions and in your headlines. Now for images, I already added them here, but you can add as many images as you can, and definitely add images that are original to your business. Like you can even add your logo in here as well. But and then let Google pick. Like this is just to really give some environment to your ad, if that makes sense. Like make it look better. And also it's gonna make your ad look bigger. It's gonna take more real estate in mobile and in desktop. So you want to use images every single time that you do ads. Every single time. Even if there are stock pictures, if you don't have original pictures, put stock pictures at least. Now business name, definitely you want to put your business name in here. You should have your approved business name in advertiser verification already. If you do not have that, definitely do that, and then you can add it here again. I don't think it's overkill, so you can do it in here. Now your business logo, you can have it as an account level. You can add it here as well. Again, not overkill. You can do it as you want, but you can add all this stuff at an account level, and you should be fine. Now, site links. This is a question that I get a lot of the times when you're running ads to landing pages, because site links can just do a final URL that is different between site link. So if you have a landing page, you only have literally one URL. So how can you do site links? This is how you do it. So if you have, this is a landing page that I created for another tutorial called for astrapixel landscaping. We don't do landscaping. This is just an example. But then you have different sections in here. And I want you to watch the URL, how it changes as you scroll through sections, as you click another link. So you see that you have a different URL for each. So then you can have about us as a site link, services as a site link, recent projects, reviews, and contact us. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can even do this one too. I think it's going to be the same one. But you're going to have 5 site links. Then you can just include in here and be creative. Instead of saying our services are the best things that we do, or do something that people do not do. That's going to make your ad look just so much better, so much more clickable, and it's going to make it much bigger in ads. So you're going to be doing a lot of things that people are not doing, and that's usually good in Google Ads. Now, there's a lot of other things that you can add. The easier ones are structured snippets and callouts. These are basically headlines that you put in and they go into your descriptions. So definitely add these in here. Calls is the 100% most important one that you need to have in here. There's a whole thing that you need to do with your phone number. Doesn't matter. I mean, I hope that you're using CallRail and what converts, and put your phone number in here that you're tracking for call extension. If you don't know about any of what I just said, drop down a comment or contact me and I'll help you there. So definitely add a call number here that you can track. Prices and promotions, add them if you can. Lead forms and apps, I wouldn't do lead forms because it attracts like low quality leads. You want them to go into your landing page, understand what they're signing, and then contact you. So essentially, that's all you need for a winning ad. Then what you want to do, which is a bonus on this video, I wasn't even thinking about doing this, but you can A/B test ads. So if you're running ads, you can run them in your campaign settings to to rotate indefinitely. So they rotate all the time. So if you have 2 or 3 ads, they are rotating every time and they're given an equal opportunity to each. You can change these headlines and how they have them pinned. They're literally like, you know what's happening. You're going to have a group 2 versus group 2 or group 3 versus group 3. And then you can test that way. So that's what you do with the ads. Definitely a place that needs more visibility and more work on. So take advantage of all the assets that you can and run your ads. So I hope this video was helpful. I know I went through a lot. So if you have any questions, drop your question down in the comments. Or if you want to just chat with us, feel free to click the link in the description and we can chat and give you a free consultation. So thank you for watching and see you soon.